All right, so in this video, we finna talk about all the trades that I'm looking at the hardest for like the next like week or two, maybe like next month. We'll see how stuff go, right? So in the last video, we talked about XLF and a bunch of stuff. Talked about XLF, CAT, all that, all of it bounced. It was all oversold, all that good stuff, right? So now I'm real heavy into XLF because you got bank the stress test get released like tomorrow on June 24th. So they probably more likely gonna be good, and that basically is gonna the Fed gonna lift their restrictions on share buybacks or whatever. So all that good stuff for the banks, right? So that's the first thing. And I mean, it shouldn't be done in the first place. I still think it's oversold, right? So that's one thing. So looking at FedEx, FedEx been on a nice big uptrend for quite some time, and they report earnings tomorrow on June 24th. Most of the time, you'll hear me say I don't like to play around earnings, but man, lately I just been in my bag. So we'll see if I can continue to stay in my bag, right? So you see this monster uptrend. You had a pullback and you had a pullback here. So now you playing at the 50-day moving average. So I entered my position. I think I got some yesterday, probably like opening prices. And then I did add some more today because it ain't get rejected off the 50-day moving average. So I was like, the fact that it's even settling here the day before earnings, I think earnings get released um, after market. So probably won't be able to do much during we'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen, but I got some July 2nd contracts. I got July 30th. I got June 30th or June 25th. Yeah, I got some June 25th. So I got a whole bunch on FedEx, right? But then I don't think I talked about it on the YouTube video, but I posted it on my Instagram. That's why y'all need to go follow the Instagram, 6FatDaddy9. Man, I've been talking about Tesla for I don't know how long. Like, I've been posting this little triangle thing here. I don't even know what to call it, right? But you just see, as a trader, you can just see these higher lows. It's only touching this. So I drew this triangle right here. So like none of this stuff ain't even happened. And then look, I told my group, I said, look, if this stay within this triangle, boy, I'm going in. So yesterday, or maybe it was the day before, or something like that. At least maximum it was 2 days ago. So maybe it was here. I was like, all right, we get into the end of this triangle, and at worst, it don't matter because I got it off the 200-day moving average. So we already at strength, right? So then I was like, all right, cool. Ideally, maybe it'll drag back here and then bounce. So maybe I had to wait like a week. That was my mindset going in. But I was like, I'm gonna keep adding if I get a chance. So I had some June 25th contracts, July 16th and July 30th. Man, that change snapped that market open today. Me being me, you know I'm scared. I put like 6,000 on Tesla. Yeah, it was like 6,000. I had like 6,000 on Tesla. I got scared. Everything jumped over everything jumped pretty decently, right? So the late July contract though, I probably should have kept them, but I ain't gonna lie, I got scared. I thought it was gonna get rejected at the 50-day moving average. So that's also something to talk about. Like when something pop like that, you gotta start thinking like, when do I sell? For me, looking at this, I'm always gonna look at moving averages or the downtrend. So first thing was the moving average. It hit like 640, and I was like, yeah, I'm out of there. So I sold everything because I know it's so many deals on the market right now. Like, ain't no point in me even trying to like swing it. So then I was like, the downtrend is also right there. Ain't no way that you ain't finna even touch the downtrend, right? So the downtrend, let me just zoom out real quick. It's just basically a line that I drew, that dark blue line. I just randomly chose blue. So I drew, well, I didn't draw, I just connected some points on the graph, right? So you just take the highest point, right? And then you just connect it to some high points down here, right? And then just extend it out, right? So it's kind of the same thing as Apple. Oh yeah, I said they go to the line. So I did the same thing with Apple. And it's crazy because I bought Apple down here at the 200-day moving average and sold it when it got back right here because I was scared it wasn't gonna break. Then I was like, yeah, it ain't finna break the 50-day. It broke the 50-day, kept going. I kind of forgot about it because the Fed meeting was going on. So I was like, I ain't even finna mess with tech right now. So Tesla, tomorrow, if I can get it, I probably say if the 50-day moving average is let's call it 642, the blue line up there. If we call it 642, I can get Tesla anywhere between 642 and 655. Shoot, 656, 657 to be honest. Honestly, anything under 660, I'll take it because I'm gonna swing it. And by me swinging it, I'm willing to add to it dollar cost average my way in if it should test the 50-day moving average again. Definitely gonna add something to it. And then that just means I'm going like probably like a month away. Like, so I'm gonna go like late July. So by going late July, because the contracts that I had, I made like 2,000 or something like that off Tesla today. But had I just held my contracts and tried to swing them, I'd be up like probably like 4,000-5,000 right now. But you don't never play that what if game. You don't go chasing stuff. If it's a good trade, you can double back. But I say the same thing for Square. For Square, I'm about to do the same thing because it's held on the 50-day moving average. So it ain't like really had a whole bunch of action. I don't know why. I just feel like Apple just took off too fast. I don't know. So I'm gonna just mess with Tesla and Square for right now. I might swing a little bit of Apple. We'll see if I can catch Apple red. But if I can get Square somewhere near the 50-day moving average tomorrow, and you get continuing job claims released at like 8:30 tomorrow morning, so that come out early Thursday. So I mean, you got a lot of things that could just be holding the market back a little bit tomorrow, just because we waiting on data to get released. So tomorrow could be a good day to buy, and hopefully I'll be able to sell some. Hopefully, I'll be able to sell some FedEx. See, it's up almost 1% after hours. I don't ever trust this after hours stuff. That jank just be all over the place. And I forgot to mention too with FedEx, it ain't just like analysts suspecting that you're gonna have real good earnings report, and they think that I think what they put like a 320, 330 price target on it. So they were saying they like the valuation and stuff. So it's just knowing little stuff like that. And it's just like, then you see the trend, like, all right, it's near the 50-day moving average. Like, it's had a big decline. You know what I'm saying? It ain't, nothing wild. And one thing that I will add for Tesla, the other night, when I was looking at this stuff, you could see that the RSI wasn't low. So let's say I'm looking at this trade, right? And we get back up to this like range right here. Say at this point, now we back at this price. I'm looking and I'm like, all right, what was the RSI back there, right? So just to compare it for me personally, I don't even know if that's a thing, but you see a little higher high, right? And you see the higher low. So the higher low is gonna be this point, right? Right there. You got price increasing. So now you can say, all right, we got a high low on the RSI, and looking back here to here is about the same, or it ain't like drastically lower. So that's all you really care about. So I've been working on trying to learn about like divergence. So that would be called, I guess, like divergence in RSI or whatever. I don't even get in the line, but I do know that you like your higher low setup. So this to this point on the RSI with the arrow at down here, that light green line down here, the relative strength index. So all that stuff, like, and just knowing that you in somewhat of a mini uptrend inside of a humongous downtrend. So that's why I say I wasn't trusting that Tesla was finna break out, but the market just wild. So those my biggest trades that I'm looking at for the week right now, for the next week ahead. I definitely got it. I'm not about to overpay for nothing. So if Tesla open up the mine is way up here, you won't hear me talking about it no more, unless it come back down, of course. But the last thing you want to do, I'll go and throw in Microsoft too, because everything is just breaking out. So let's see. Yeah, you got your RSI ain't decreasing. So let's see, like, let's look at it right here. So we're looking at Microsoft, and I just say, all right, cool. This the high price over here, right? So you got some swing highs, right? So you got a little nice uptrend going, like inside of a recent uptrend, right? So you swinging high. So ideally, you would have been buying down here, but it was so much going on with the Fed and rates that I ain't even interested, right? So now that somehow tech doing this thing, whatever, you got all these different reasons, theories, but you see, right, how my line, that grid that's going there, that the arrow is creating, you see how, like, Microsoft trying to break out. So then you're like, all right, this is a little pump fake, right? So if I came down here and I looked at the RSI and I seen that the RSI was like down here or something, I'd be like, nah, I ain't even finna play with this. But the fact that the RSI is high relative to the recent RSI when the prices was still increasing, that's what you want to see. You want to confirm that you actually building strength in your uptrend. So looking at that, you probably can assume that Microsoft finna break out. So I mean, I can say that I like all of them, but I know I ain't finna be able to get all of them. Just like even Tesla, that jank probably gonna open crazy high tomorrow, and I'm not finna play with it if it shoot up high like that. But I like all of them plays, man. Everybody do their own thing. I ain't looked at Nvidia in a minute. See, Nvidia, I would have said the same thing about Nvidia right here when it was getting to that high point. I would have been like, all right, like, is it finna break out, right? The same thing I said about like Microsoft. But again, I won't really messing with nothing tech or even not even semiconductor related. But shoot, Nvidia just got like some monster price target update. So I missed this whole run. I ain't even finna lie. I don't know how I didn't know Nvidia was at the 200-day moving average, but like I said, man, like when you playing off that 200-day moving average, that jank strong, man. Stocks don't like you get a good start at the 200-day moving average, man. You got to go in on it. Just like I said, we ain't really get cat or nothing like that down to the 200-day moving average, but it was close enough. You know what I'm saying? It was close enough, and it was oversold, so you couldn't wait for it to get to the 200-day moving average. Because, like I said in my other video, that's disrespectful. You're not finna play with the blue chip stocks like that. You're not finna play with like you see Tesla and all that stuff got, you know what I'm saying, destroyed for the past few months coming into the new year, but it's not like they're gonna go down forever, and they definitely not finna go up forever either. So I wouldn't like I ain't into holding nothing too long. Like what I'm holding long the most of right now is probably gonna be XLF, just cause rates gotta increase, and some like CAT and Moztec, because I caught them so low. So that's what I'm holding long term, and I'm also holding the indexes. So SPY, and DIA. So SPY might outperform the Dow Jones. Don't really know. SPY is tech heavier, so that's your FANG stuff. So that too is why I don't really be worrying about chasing these stocks individually, and that's why I said that about Apple, because I know I got so much SPY and so much Dow. Apple is in a way contributing to my portfolio. Now it might not be, you know what I'm saying, 20% of neither one of them ETFs or whatever, but you get like you'll never get every single stock, and you'll go crazy trying to chase them. That's what I told my group today. Like we need to just focus on the indexes, like even our inflation trade. What we got, XLE. Inflation is really out here or whatever. But well, they say what they want to say. But I like XLE long term. Like this jank started dipping, and like I got mad and sold all my XLE like right here, but I bought some more back. So I'm up. I got it's like some December contracts, $57 strike price. XLE, man, gas definitely finna hit like some crazy. They saying it might hit like $100. So the price of gas, barrel of oil. So that's how I'm playing it. Just rolling with it like that. And we got our group chat on WhatsApp. And well, for now, we should be upgrading it all real soon. So everybody that's here, tune into the YouTube. I definitely appreciate you, and share it if you can, whatever. Just stay tuned. I ain't really sat down to like do no class or nothing like that. Well, I have talked about this stuff in a class on my Thinkific e-courses. So I'll put the link down to that below here, and you can like look at it'll explain what these technical trends is and what they mean and why I keep talking about them, and like it's basically just how I use them. So like you learn what they is, and I gave some examples in that video. And the crazy thing is, I think in that video I was out of town. I was out in the Midwest. I did that video. I was talking about Apple, and it's so crazy because I think I said in that video if Apple closed above the 50-day moving average, then I'm gonna buy it, but I'm gonna swing it. It ain't closed above the 50-day moving average. I ain't touched it ever since then. I don't know. The Fed meeting really did scare me. And it's so the craziest thing is the Fed meeting scared me right into XLF. So I went heavy on XLF. Literally, the day I bought XLF, it just got wrecked. Like it just was gone. I bought it right here at the 50-day moving average. That ain't just XLF, the industrials, the banks, industrials, all that stuff got destroyed. And tech, the stuff that I was looking at, didn't get touched because somehow whatever the Fed say, people roll with it. And I mean, you really got no choice. So you just got to invest accordingly. I ain't think I would be investing no $6,000 into no Tesla this year, not into no contracts or whatever I put on it. So that's just how I roll. And follow the Instagram, 6fatdaddy9, all that good stuff. And make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all that. So start investing, man. Hope y'all learning something. Hope you make some money. Again, ain't none of this no type of financial advice. Just do your own thing. So peace out.